everyone, great to see you back on the Windsor family here. We bring you breaking news, fascinating stories, and little-known mysteries of the royal family. Make sure to like this video and subscribe so you won't miss any updates. Did you notice the boy standing quietly in front of Prince William? At first glance, he seemed just another guest among the crowd, but then one realized the child had lost both his legs. It was during a charity reception, one of those polished palace events where laughter floats too easily and cameras flash like clockwork. The Prince and Princess of Wales were doing what they do best, greeting guests with polite warmth, exchanging practiced smiles. Catherine, ever composed, stood poised in her elegant gown, while William, scanning the room, suddenly stopped mid-conversation. Without a word, he stepped away from the comfort of the crowd, leaving Catherine to handle the small talk. The cameras, of course, followed. Within moments, William was seen approaching the young boy sitting slightly apart from the others. The boy, aware of the attention, turned his face away, clearly uncomfortable. He had been the subject of whispers all evening, his wheelchair drawing glances that were more curious than kind. Around him, a group of adults, perhaps guests emboldened by champagne and self-importance, were laughing softly, phones in hand, treating the moment as spectacle rather than sorrow. And then came the quiet shift that defined the scene. William, realizing the boy's distress, approached him gently, lowering his voice as he extended a hand. He spoke, we may never know exactly what, but the tone was one of reassurance, not pity. The boy hesitated before accepting the handshake, his small hand trembling slightly. Then, with a firmness few expected, William turned toward the crowd and asked them told them to put their phones down. The room fell silent for the first time that evening. His words carried no royal command, yet they weighed enough to make even the most brazen onlookers lower their devices. William crouched lower until his eyes met the boy's, his expression softening. For a moment, titles and protocols melted away. There was no prince, no charity gala, no cameras, only a man kneeling to meet a child's gaze. Some guests shifted awkwardly, guilt flushing across their faces. A few turned away entirely, pretending to fix their drinks, while others reluctantly followed his lead. One woman, moved by the sight, stepped forward and placed a gentle hand on the boy's shoulder, joining William in quiet solidarity. Slowly, the boy's face changed. His lips trembled, but his eyes lifted, meeting William's directly. Whatever the prince said then made the boy nod, and, finally, smile faintly. Before leaving, William shook the woman's hand, a small but sincere gesture of gratitude for her empathy when others chose silence. It wasn't a grand royal decree, nor a public statement about duty or compassion. It was simply decency, unfiltered and human. Perhaps that's what made it so powerful. So tell me, when you picture the next king of the United Kingdom, do you imagine a man seated on a throne, or one who kneels before a child to remind the world what true nobility looks like?